Alright guys, welcome back to my Halloween marathon, and this right here will be day number 16 of 31. And for today I'm going to be talking about another little unknown game by the name of NOSFERATU. Now, this game was released in October 1995 here in the US, which was pretty much at the end of the Super NES era. Everybody at that point was pretty much looking forward towards the PlayStation, and for the other 10 or 12 people out there, the Sega Saturn. Now, due to 1995 being such a transitional year in video gaming, with many systems, consoles, and concepts all interjecting into that one point, it's easy to understand how many games just flew under the radar. And this one right here was just another one of those games. Now, it was developed by a company named Sega. Not Sega. Sega. They actually had worked on a couple of regular Nintendo games, and they also made a couple of Super NES games. Now, the best way that I can summarize this game is as if you take Castlevania and kind of mix it up with Double Dragon. I mean, that's pretty much it. If you ever thought, what would it look like if Simon Belmont didn't have a weapon and had to deal with all those creatures without the whip? This game right here answers that question. Now, in this game, you have no weapon other than your fists. That's right. Your fists. You punch the living hell out of these creatures. This guy's just like a badass. He has no need for a whip, no gun, a knife, not even a sword. Nope. He's got his knuckles. His bare knuckles. Now, lots of parts of the game also play out like Prince of Persia, which means that you will need good controls in order to perform these maneuvers at precise moments. And that right there is one of the problems that I have with this game. It's not a bad game, but I think it would have been an all-time classic in my book if it wasn't for these two things. First is the controls. They tend to lag in input very heavily, especially when you need to pull off some specific maneuvers, and that kind of just lends to the overall frustrating difficulty of the game. And if that wasn't bad enough, it has no password system or a save option. So this means you're gonna have to try to tackle this one in one huge playthrough. So then you're probably asking yourself, why am I including this game in my marathon? Well, first of all, it's a very well made horror ambient game. The graphics, the music, they all create a certain mood that is perfect for this type of a game. It's not bad, but it's not great, and it borders somewhere in between both in the land of mediocrity. However, if you do have this game and have the option to save the game through, say, emulation or something like that, then I would probably say, yeah, definitely pick it up and play it. I can't say I highly recommend it, but I could say that I recommend at least you try it one time. It's an interesting mixture of genre between horror platformer and beat 'em ups. Alright, so that right there is the super quick recap of NOSFERATU for the Super Nintendo. Be back tomorrow and join me for number 17, when I will be talking about a very underrated Master System game that I think that tends to be overlooked a lot. Until then, start stocking up on good candy, folks, because Halloween is just around the corner.
NOSFERATU!